Hey guys, good morning. It is 16 September, Friday, Quad Witching Day. So, Quad Witching Day, lots of derivatives expire the third Friday of March, June, September, and December. So, that is today. Um, let's see here. So, what is happening? Lots of things happening right now. Let me go to S&P 500. So, the S&P 500, got this chart pulled up right here. So something to note, I've been talking about trend line support in my videos the last week or so. Um, so we finally broke this yesterday. Um, so that's, this trend line, that is the uptrend, and it has been broken. So that's not good for the bull case. Um, they weren't able to hold this. I thought maybe we trade in this range until FOMC, but we broke it yesterday. Bulls couldn't hang on. We could come back up and retest. That's normally a lot of the times when support breaks, it'll come back and retest. I don't know if it'll happen this time, and the reason I say that is FedEx came out after hours, after the bell yesterday, after hour trading. All the indices were slightly green, and they came out with news that they're cutting their first quarter guidance from 514 a share down to 344 a share, citing macroeconomic conditions. Um, Shortly after that, GE also came out with a warning citing macroeconomic conditions. So FedEx, let's go to the 24. This is a nasty, nasty candle. It started yesterday right after the bell. Let's do this. So let me do the 30-minute. There it is. So it's 16:30 when they released this news. This thing just took a massive dump, and it might be finding the bottom at this 161.80 level. So what I've done is I pulled the monthly levels that I think are significant. There is a gap way down here, 149.13 to 144.87. Um, if this thing continues with the selling pressure, this might fill, and that's a gap on the daily, even on the weekly chart. It's a gap, so that's a pretty significant gap down there. But we'll see. That's still a long way. That's still a long way away. Let's see where we at. 164, and that's about another 20 points to fill this lower line down here. Let's take a look at the Dixie real quick. Dixie, slow and steady, moving up. Looking like it may test this high set back on 6 September. It did get above this trend line. Resistance is now support. The yields are up, all green across the board. We have, let me do this. I did have to adjust this ascending triangle pattern. It was too tight yesterday and prices breaking out, so I just, always adjust your lines as, price updates. So we had the previous highs here. These correspond with the lows that we set back in middle of June. And we got really close. Let's see what time this is here. Early this morning, we got really close to touching that line. So we'll see how that goes. If we break 3.5 on the 10-year, things might get uglier. Might see additional selling pressure as algorithms might kick in and start selling. The VIX finally moving up, but a lot of analysts are calling for a 40-plus day on the VIX to get that nice washout to, for the buy signal to kind of end the bear market. But it's coiling up right here. But still, 27 is elevated, but it's not like, oh my hair's on fire elevated. You know what I mean? So oil is hanging in. Talk about oil every day. It's got this trend line. It's still hanging in there. I am waiting to buy positions in some of the oil companies once we get a confirmed breakout here. And I'll probably wait for this, maybe this peak here to get taken out. But still watching for now. Let's look at the Qs. 24 hour. So the Qs, there is a gap here. I went pretty heavy on puts yesterday when I felt that this thing was like for sure broken. So my target was going to be this gap that occurred back right after, it looks like the middle of July. So there is a gap. For you guys that are trading, something I like doing is always identifying gaps on the chart. There's some people say gaps need to be filled. Some people say they don't. I tend to think that gaps like to be filled, and you can see where price found a bottom in pre-market trading this morning. So that was my target. Hopefully it gets back down there during trading today, because I'd like to unload some of those puts. Diamonds, it broke this trend line support as well. Now resistance. So, it came back up here. I do have a put position in the diamonds right now as well. Not as big as the Qs. I went pretty heavy on those because the Qs are going to move. If shit hits the fan, the Qs are going to move much faster. They're going to take it a lot harder because it's heavy tech. So, figured a better rate of return would be in the Qs. I believe that's all I have today. Just be careful. I mean, we could snap back, so don't go heavy into this. As always, use a stop. I think over the next couple of days we'll keep moving down, but we're going to see a lot of volatility today. This thing could snap back up here before heading back down. So just be very careful today. Hopefully it's going to be a fun trading day. So if you guys got any questions, hit me up on Omnitech. I forgot. Did I show Bitcoin? One last thing, Bitcoin. All right. So in one of my previous videos, I was talking about this 19891.99 level. Once again, it took this thing like 9 days to finally break down. It broke over in a big way, came back down, tested it right here, tested again, and it boom. Yesterday, day before, it broke it. So right now it's retested here. If price can't get back above this, and this 19,546 breaks, I would expect it to move down here. Like, once again, I'm not a financial advisor and I can't predict the future, but these levels, I have all these levels on my chart for a reason. And you can see how price is reacting with these levels. So they're definitely very helpful if you know how to actually put these levels on. So so I think that's all I have. This video is probably too long anyway. Once again, if you guys got any questions, hit me up on Omni. Have a good day. Happy trading.